Hey guys, be sure to like and subscribe. Today we're going to talk about finding a good dentist in the Philippines. A while back we talked about finding a dentist in the Philippines also. I wanted to kind of redo this video because a lot of our newbie people that are new on the channel haven't watched that video. They don't go back that far to watch it. And I've been redoing some of the older videos for the new people that are coming on the channel. And I wanted to talk about this because this is really key. Finding a dentist in the Philippines can be a daunting task because, and let me give you a little tip here. When you walk into before you come here, get your teeth cleaned. And a week after you get settled in and everything, then try to find your dentist because you know how many cavities you have. The first dentist I walked into was down the street here. It was a lady down the street here. I walked into her office, had my teeth cleaned, and after I got done having my teeth cleaned, which I had just before I left the United States, she told me I had 8 cavities, and I know I didn't have 8 cavities. I'm one of these people that uses, like plaques. I brush my teeth, 2 or 3 times a day. I take care of my teeth. I've always taken care of my teeth since I was a kid, and I don't even have 8 cavities in my head. So for this lady to say, "Oh, you got 8 cavities," was impossible. So what I did was, I paid her and I walked out. I didn't say anything to her, but I knew she was wrong. I wanted to make sure she was wrong because there was just no way that you could get 8 cavities in a few weeks. It hadn't been that long. So anyway, what I did was I went over to De La Salle University Hospital and I looked for a dentist over there, and I walked in there, had my teeth cleaned. He did a good job. He spent time with me cleaning my teeth. I asked him how many cavities I had. He says none. And I was like, "Oh, okay." I says, "Because the dentist that I just went to told me I had 8 cavities. He goes, "No, you don't have any cavities." Like that. That's what you have to be careful of in the Philippines. Now, when you're looking for a good dentist here, the places I would look is I would look at a mall, or I'd look at a university hospital or at a hospital and try to find a good dentist there, versus finding a dentist out in the streets. I'm just a little leery of walking into a dental office on the streets around here. Now, maybe if you were in Alabang or Manila, you could probably go to a dentist, in an office building or something like that, and you'd probably be fine. You'd probably be okay. But if you walk into the dental office and it doesn't look clean and it doesn't look nice, just walk out. Because there are clean dental offices in the Philippines. Trust me, you don't want to go into these offices that don't look professional. This lady's office looked like it was 90 years old. And she was young. It looks like she bought it off of somebody else, and it looked like she was wanting for some money, And you have to be careful around people like that. And that lady obviously showed her true colors, But here's the other thing: when you're in the Philippines, dental prices are really cheap. Cleanings are about 80% less than what they are back home, and that varies according to each dentist. There are dentists that charge a little bit more. If you get a higher grade dentist, you're going to pay a little bit more versus a dentist like here in Tracy Martirez or something. Okay. Also, bonding, things like that, way cheaper here than back home. Veneers, things like that, way cheaper than back home. All that stuff is exceptionally cheap here in the Philippines, and it's a bargain basement price. But you want to go to a dentist that knows how to do it and will do it right. You don't want to walk out looking like you have 2 chiclets in the front. So there's people that specialize with doing veneers or bonding, and you want to go to a dentist that specializes in it. Because a lot of these little dentists, like the one I went to, I don't think she could do bonding or anything like that, to be honest with you. Some of those dentists, they don't specialize in that. They're not good at it. I went to a dentist back in the U.S., and he did my 2 front teeth. He did bonding on my 2 front teeth, and he did horrible work. And when I opened my mouth to show the secretary, the secretary called the dentist back in right in front of me. She goes, "You can't let him go out of here like that." And I looked at him. I says, "Do you see? You see how bad that is?" Because I had told him it was bad. You did bad work. It literally looked like 2 chiclets on the front. He went back in there and spent another, 30 or 40 minutes in there. It still looked pretty bad. I told him I wasn't going to pay him. I told him there's no way in hell I'm going to pay you. And he says, "Okay, bye. Get out of here. Don't come back here again." So I called up my old dentist, and it was in another town. and he charged a lot more. He charged me $600 per tooth. And anyway, he did both the teeth, both my two front teeth, and it made it look normal and it looked good. And that's the teeth that I have right now. Now the bonding, after a while, it wears down, so it's kind of open. The space is opened up a little bit there. I have a little tiny bit of a space in between my teeth, but he did really, really great work, and it lasted a long time. I have to get it rebonded sooner or later over here, which I will have done. But over here, it's even more important. Well, it's not. I won't say it's more important. It's important that you take care of your gums and your gum health over here, because that has to do with heart disease too. So if you don't take care of your gums, for some reason those two are kind of interconnected. A lot of people don't know that those two things are connected. If you let your gums go, chances are your heart's going to start going. You're going to start having problems with your heart, and you're going to start having issues with things like that. So take care of that, and make sure that you set up to have your teeth taken care of over here every 6 months. It's cheap. Guys, it's cheap. Take care of your teeth. Take care of your health. Get a good medical doctor. Go in every 6 months and get your health checked, or at least once a year. If you're starting to get sick and you're starting to get diabetes and you're starting to have health issues, a lot of health issues, you should probably go in maybe a little bit more often, because it's cheap enough that you can do it. You know, I try to go in every 6 months. Plus, I get to go into the VA, and because the VA will check me too each year. But I also try to go to a regular doctor here and get checked also if I feel I need it. And I can go to the VA every 6 months and get checked there too. But I like having my health checked and make sure everything's going good. You know, I've always been kind of like a big guy. I could run a marathon, you know, and still be a big guy. I wouldn't lose weight. I just don't. I don't eat a lot. That's the way my body's kind of built. You know, over here, you guys see me walking. Sometimes I'll walk 2 hours, 2.5 hours. 7 days a week sometimes. You know, and other times I won't walk at all when it's raining, or, you know, the weather just is not, you know, that great out there. It's just way too hot to walk or something like that. At least I'll try to get out and walk a little bit. And I'll try to do at least 10,000 steps. At least 10,000 steps, you know. And it helps me with my sciatica. And that's the great thing about walking. You know, walking helps your, if you have back problems and sciatica or things like that, it can help you. It kind of relieves it, you know, and that's because my leg gets like really stiff when, you know, if I go walking. So that loosens it up. And for me, when I get up in the morning, in order for me to even go walking, I got to take a couple of Tylenol, I got to take a couple of Tramadol, just to get it loosened up enough and feeling good enough that I can walk. And then once I come home, I don't need that much medication for the rest of the day. I might need a Tylenol or something like that just to help with the sciatica, and then I'm good. You know, so it pays to take care of your health. Because during the rainy season now, my sciatica is awful. So you really got to look out for your health and take care of yourself. And that goes for your teeth. You know, take care of your teeth, guys. That's key. You know, even though we're older, we still want to look halfway decent. You know, at least I do. You know, and maybe some people don't. They just don't care. They figure, well, I got the girl, I got this. You know, and I'm married to her, and what do I care about my teeth? I'm not going to go spend money on my teeth. It's cheap. It's super cheap here. Why wouldn't you spend the money on your teeth? I like looking good. You know, I mean, I don't care if I'm a little bit older. I'm 2 years away from 60. You know, I'm 2 years away from 60. I'm starting to get up there in age, you know, but I still try to take care of myself and look halfway decent. You know, I know I still got to look after my health a little bit better than what I do. I need to probably start eating right more too. And I'm sure drinking Coke doesn't help my teeth much, but I do brush my teeth often enough that it won't affect them that much. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk about that. And remember, dental care over here is exceptionally cheap. You can't go wrong. Bonding, veneers, all that stuff. Super cheap, guys. Off the charts cheap. Just make sure you go to the right dentist and you find a good dentist here. Remember, there are scammers here in dentistry. You know, so be careful. Just like there are back in the U.S. I had that dentist back home. He was awful. He didn't even know what he was doing for bonding work. So make sure you go, if you're going to go to a dentist that does veneers or bonding, make sure that's their specialty. Usually the people in the malls, the dentistry offices in the malls, they specialize in that stuff. Just keep that in mind. They specialize in doing veneers. They specialize in doing bonding. Those are the places you want to go to. Are the prices going to be a little bit higher? Heck yeah, they are. But you know what? They're worth it. But God bless, guys. Take care.